Hey everyone, Nick Kratikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I am so excited for tonight's project. It's actually using a ribbon that I showcased the other day, but the funny thing is I completely forgot about it, and I don't know why. So I'm really excited. We're going to be using a beautiful burlap ribbon with some gingham edge. So it's not it's not buffalo plaid anyway, but it's not too much gingham. So let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I see designs out there, and sometimes I've created some of my own that just have way too much gingham, and it just looks like a lot going on. So this is like that perfect ribbon. This roll, the plastic was unraveled when I was going to plan for this project a couple minutes ago, and I figured what better ribbon to use. So as you come in, if you're watching the replay, let me know, hey Chris, by commenting down below. Also, if you haven't texted me yet, the number is in the description, 978-396-9150. Dad is at home packing some mystery boxes to kind of declutter my old studio. So all supplies are available on our website. I thought we may decide against it, but I thought this sign would be very fitting. It says, "God bless the road that leads me home." We actually used this in a deco mesh wreath last year, and it's one of my favorite signs, not only, for the saying, but also the look. I really love the simplicity of it. Nothing too over the top. Hey, Carol. And it's kind of like that perfect sign for me. So we're going to design this on top of an 18-inch grapevine. First things first, we got to secure our sign to our wreath. So the best way that I prefer doing this, not the best way. Each designer has their own technique. I know lots of people use cable ties. I love a staple gun. And all of our signs, other than, of course, the metal signs, you can use a staple, 1/4-inch staple on all of them. So let's just staple the cord down. And the reason I like to staple the cord down is in case my customer decides they want to remove that sign. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Edwina from Mississippi. Yes, let me know where you're from. So you guys, it is like 8 degrees outside, 9 degrees. It's going to be freezing like that cold all week, dropping down to like below, below zero? The wind chill right now is like -5, -6 here in Massachusetts. While I'm in New Hampshire, it's probably colder right here. And it's just unbelievably cold. So the item number for this sign is AP7048. And I like to staple it 3 times to make sure it's in place. We'll do the same thing up top using just a beige pipe cleaner. So we're actually getting in beige pipe cleaners next week. We actually have, I think, 7 or 8 different colors coming in, which is really nice. They'll be available in 100 quantities, or quantities of 100. My goal this year, too, you guys, is to learn how to speak. I can't speak to save the life of me. Clearly, that didn't make sense what I just said. But we're going to take our sign. I'm going to secure it on the right-hand side. I don't want it too close to the right. So if we need to move this in the end, we can always do so. I actually leave my pipe cleaners on up until I'm done with the project in case I want to move it. That way it saves me the hassle of having to staple more staples on it. So you'll still see enough of that grapevine, but it's not too much. We'll secure it up top as well. 2 pipe cleaners is more than enough. And it's windy out too. So not only is it 8, 9 degrees outside, but we have that wind chill, which, you spend a few minutes outside, you can get frostbite really quickly. All right, signs in place. Thank you for the shares. Hey, Amy. So the ribbon we're going to use, that sign's looking a little funky to me. So let's see if we can tighten it a little bit more. Let's bring it in slightly. Just unravel that pipe cleaner. And it would still look pretty off-kilter a bit. Let's see if that did anything at all. Okay, a little bit better. Not much at all. But the ribbon has an item number of RGA 1099X4. Isn't that pretty? This might actually be one of my new favorites. I told Alex how much I love it when I showed her in the office today. I mean, it's just so beautiful. So we'll use one of these. This is a 2.5-inch ribbon. So my question for you guys, because your input is just as important as mine, do you want to see this designed in a funky way or a traditional way? Thanks for the text. Jacqueline got her text. Who else got their text? Let me know which of those styles you want. But before we do that, let's cut a section of tails. I like to cut my tails really long. I curl them up sometimes. I let them hang. The longer your tails, the better the design in my eyes. Hey, Bonnie. All right, first comment wins. What do you want to see? Funky, traditional? I know, I love it too. 28 in Glendale, Daniel, West Virginia. Hey, Marlene. Come on, somebody let me know. Funky, traditional. What are you feeling tonight? I received my order today, packed by Yaya. Awesome. Nancy says funky. That's the first I saw. Let's do funky. Okay. So I don't want these loops to be too long because I don't want to cover up any of the words on my sign. How many of you, after watching me for however long you've been watching me, how many of you heard me say that before? I always talk about softening the edge of your sign, but when it comes to words, I'm a little bit finicky than most designers. I like to see every single letter of every single word. I don't like the letters to be covered at all. So about 3.5-inch loops. About 6-inch tails, give or take. That's 2. Ooh, you guys too. I popped in earlier today. Let me know if you saw that video. We actually did a completely different technique this afternoon. And then after that video, I was still in the crafty mood, so I actually designed a Valentine's Day centerpiece. So maybe we'll pop in live tomorrow showing that. All right, so that's 3 loops. Hey, Casey. Hey, Vanessa. Coming back in. I figure this will be it. We'll do 4 loops. And that's more than enough. We have tons of florals and some decorative picks we're going to work in. All right, 4 loops. About the loops are about 3.5 inches or so. So since there's 4 loops, we have 8 tails and then 2 longer tails down below. Take a pipe cleaner. Just so happens to be using beige today, but black, white, or green would work in today's case as well. Okay, so before we dovetail, I'm going to secure my bow. So let's place it rather high up tonight. That way we really don't have any potential of, covering up the words. And if we do, we can always trim those tails, but I don't like covering them. Tie it from behind. Make sure you twist it around A, an ample amount of grapevine, and B, really tightly. You want to make sure that bow stays exactly where you place it. So we can either dovetail now or fluff. I'm going to dovetail because I find it easier to fluff when all of the tails are cut. And then that way we can decide if we need to trim up any of those tails. You're always better off cutting your tails longer than you think you need because you can take some away, but you can't add ribbon to it. So if you're a little bit wasteful, it's a lot better than having to create a whole other bow, especially if you don't know if you have enough ribbon. Okay. 2 tails left. So who's been enjoying nightly lives? I set a goal for 2022 that I will be live each and every night of 2022. So let me know if you've been with us each night or at least caught the replay. Fluff, fluff, fluff. We can take these longer tails and curl them up. Hey, Kay. Welcome, Christine. So the reason I like to curl these up is just because when they're so long, they can get in your way. And we can trim those tails, if need be, a little bit later on. This one I know I'm going to trim up a little bit, so let's do that now. So I just took a little bit off. So if you're not sure, take a tiny bit off, fluff it, see if you like it, and then take off more as needed. All right, time for products. First thing I want to work in is this greenery. Wow, welcome you guys. Hey, Betty. Betty's been with us each night. Yeah, let me know. I don't need that oomph because I enjoy my time with you guys so much, but it is appreciated when, you engage with me. So the item number for this greenery, which is very twiggy, this is a witch hazel in our shop, is FS346709. Again, a witch hazel. And when I saw that name, isn't witch hazel a toner for your face or something? Can somebody answer me when it comes to that? Because I have heard of witch hazel before. And I swear it's either like for makeup or for acne or something of that nature. So maybe I'm wrong, but you guys are a lot smarter than me, so you can let me know. But we can bend these. Hey, Donna. Yes, so I think we have 2 small bunnies left. We did design with those last night. And we'll just start filling in with some of these. We also can take some of these and pull them upwards between the loops. And for those of you that ordered bargain boxes, those will be starting to be filled tomorrow. And all of them will be shipped out by the end of the week. So maybe we'll do a pop-in. Who wants to see what's in the bargain boxes? Hopefully we'll have some more next month, but they are $50 for basically what you see here. New products, stuff that you can use for the current season. Each month we kind of put together a collection of things that we'll use throughout the month. $50 shipped to you with shipping. So $50 including shipping. Not a bad price. So if that's something that you're interested in, hands up. The value of the box is between $60 and $65, sometimes more, sometimes less, give or take. I'll place that little piece right in the middle. How pretty does that look, that greenery? Yes, so witch hazel has many properties. That's good to know. Let's break down a second one of these. So just snipping it at the base. I really want these to be long and sporadic. I'm looking at my new cutters, you guys. They're across the room. I was finishing up a video by the wall where I take my photos, and I left Dad's new cutters there. But these have been going strong for 3-4 years now. They still cut, just a little bit harder. So I think this is going to be the only greenery that we work in. The rest of the greenery is kind of intermingled with the flowers we're going to be using. Place another piece up top. What do you think? You like that greenery? Karen likes the bow. We have one piece left. That's going to go on the inside. Okay. Up next, this is my first time using this. I wanted to use it the other night, but we weren't able to. We had enough product in it. So witch hazel can be used for your face and other areas. Beautiful, and you're not done yet. Thank you, Dorothy. Item number for this is FN158527, and it's a beautiful white. It's not a pipberry, but I think this is an EVA bush. Let's just break down a few of these pieces. Break down nice and easy. Oh, it is a pip bush. There's little pips on it. So we'll just take some of these and add them throughout. Always lift your bows and work in more product underneath them. Even though you're not getting the full impact and the full beauty of it, it is still very important that you work in something throughout. Never just stick to one side. Even if you're limited on quantities, your best bet is to always distribute what you have to the best of your ability. I like how spidery this is. This is very wild. So what I'm doing for the sides is I'm just bending it out or feathering it so that we have a greater surface area and so it's not as clumpy. Because I don't want this to look clumpy or clunky. Couple more pieces. Do the same thing, just bend that stem. place this piece sticking straight out the top. Then we got a few pieces left. And our final piece. Just snip that stem a little bit shorter. I swear, you guys, I couldn't have picked a better business. Here I am hanging out with you guys, but this is like my therapy. I've been designing all day and I never get sick of it. I mean, who can say, seriously, that they never get sick of their job, right? I mean, we are very lucky for those of us that do this as a business, and for those of us that don't, you absolutely can do this full-time and provide for you and your family, no doubt about it. If I can, you can. All right. Up next, since we have a little bit of gingham on that, I was thinking we work in these. So you guys can let me know. You're the best. Thank you, Tammy. Hey, Vicky. Should we work in these? These are a little bit wintry with the snow. Or should we work in these? I'm thinking these. Even though this ribbon has gingham on it, I think this would look better. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Hearts if you think these. Hey, Josie, watching you from Is Therapy. Oh, hey, Adriana. So I mean that with all of my heart. You know, I know a lot of times, you know, when I first started out, I'd watch other people in this industry. I'd watch other people in other industries I was passionate about, thinking, there's no way I'll be able to do that. And, you know, my logic has obviously changed. So I'm here to tell you that if it's your goal in 2022 to do this full time, to design full time, craft full time, you absolutely can. And you know, you won't be able to unless you actually set your mind to it and actually want to. So keep that in mind. Less is more says, yes, the second one. Let's just work in one spray of this. So the item number is XS6157. But yes, that's my little pep talk for the evening. And it's, you know, it's wonderful. It really is. You guys can do it. So for these, I don't know if I want to straighten them out, or we can curl them up like we did the other night if we wanted to. I have fat sausage fingers, so my curls might be a little bit wider than yours. You could do it around a pencil, a pen, even your scissors if you wanted to. But I think that's breaking up some of that, you know, super linear structure we already have. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking it, bending them around my hands. It's as easy as that. So the gingham, like I said, is a little bit more wintry with that snow. You still could absolutely use it in this. But I like these because they have that curl. Let's take a few individual pieces, wrap them around our hand, and place them into the bow. Just a couple, not too many. And that'll just help break it up a little bit more. Yes, Levon, blessed. Another piece up top. We'll break another single piece down. So if you've already texted us about mystery boxes, you're locked in. You don't have to text me every night. I think I say that every night, but all you have to do is just text one time only, to be entered. We just randomly choose a few winners based off of numbers. Okay. Just curling them up. So how many of you guys have been to Michael's? couldn't go today. We had too many things to do. But I did promise the Wreath community that we'll pop in there at some point this week. I want to see if my Michaels has a bunch of Christmas stuff left. I know lots of stores, they just got in their fall shipments, their Halloween shipments, and their Christmas shipments. So let me know if your store just got their stuff in. You know, it's funny. I mentioned this when I first started selling supplies. We chose to sell supplies at the worst possible, year and time to do that, when things aren't coming in from overseas. We just got the Cardinals in last week. We are sold out. I know we've gotten some messages about that. We just got in some elves last week and some snowmen that we ordered a very, very long time ago. All right, we got 2 pieces left. I don't want to be wasteful, so we'll put these into this wreath. And our final piece. Just straighten it out and wrap it around. So Vicky just has a Hobby Lobby close by. Who knows? Maybe Hobby Lobby got some stuff. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a while. Ooh, maybe I'll go there tomorrow. What do you guys think? Do you like my tours when I do tours of those types of stores? I want to check out Joann's too. I haven't been there. Yaya always tells me, you have your own stuff now. Use your own stuff. So back when I used to sneak bags home, I'm saying that as if it was forever ago. A few months back when I used to sneak bags home, hey Quincy, good evening to you as well. Yaya used to yell at me, and now if I sneak things in, she's like, now you really have no place to put it. We're getting rid of everything in the basement, and you have a warehouse that is completely full of stuff that you have no room for. So she's got a point there. But she doesn't have to call me out like that, right? So just trimming these up a little bit. You can also curl them like I'm doing, which is just kind of pinching them so they're a little less perfect. And there we have it. Lift the camera up. Levon loves the show and tell shopping trips. Danae does as well. Thank you, guys. All right. That's tonight's wreath. What do you think? I think it turned out really pretty. Oh, we have 1 piece of greenery left. I'll just take that, and should I stick it in the bow? I'll stick it in the bow. I'll place it there. I think that turned out really pretty. Thank you for the hearts. I really like how you curled the foliage you added, right? Doesn't that add a little bit more visual interest? The witch hazel we worked in is very, straight. The pipberry, the white pipberries we worked in are also very linear. And these were too. You can straighten those out. They are wired, so you can roll them up like we did tonight, just to add a little bit more texture instead of having basically how my hair grows. That's how my hair grows, you guys. Deborah loves it. Thank you, Deborah. So just to recap, all of these supplies are available on our website. All of you guys that placed orders this week, they have shipped out. Today's orders will go out tomorrow. We are back to either same-day shipping or very next-day shipping. So get those orders in before we sell out of a lot more spring stuff, but don't worry if we do, because we have a lot more coming, including things that we did sell out on. So like the blueberry signs, Easter signs, crosses, all of that good stuff. So thank you guys again. I love each and every one of you. Knock on wood, we don't lose our... Knock on wood, we don't lose our Facebook page. You can follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've been posting content daily on both channels. Alex has actually been uploading 2 videos a day on YouTube. Some oldies but goodies, so definitely check those out. Make sure to text me if you haven't. Wreath Community opens up at the end of March, early April, and we'll send out notifications for that at wreathcommunity.com. So that is the update. That's what we created tonight. I just love how neutral it is, not glittery, not shimmery. It's just the perfect everyday wreath. So once again, love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night, because we are going to go live each and every night this year. That is a goal, and if we break that, I'll be devastated, but hopefully we won't. Bye, everyone.